Hi all, and welcome back to another inbox review. So a while back, Glockster42, Scale Model Alberta, he held a subscriber competition. And I count myself as very lucky to have been randomly chosen as one of the people to receive one of the kits that he was then sending out as this kind of competition thing, although it was more of a subscriber giveaway, appreciation giveaway. So first of all, huge thanks to you for sending this kit over. I know that it seemed like it was taking a while, or we were getting a bit worried as to whether they were coming or not. But honestly, don't worry about that. It's here now. It arrived on Saturday last there, so it's Tuesday now. I've just had issues kind of uploading videos and whatnot. For some reason, I can't upload videos from my phone, as I mentioned, anymore. It doesn't seem to work very well. And I was struggling to find a way of, so I think I've managed to get a way of getting the videos off my phone onto the computer, so I'll give this a go. So he very kindly sent me over the Dragon Smart Kit, 1350 scale Leaves class destroyer, the USS Buchanan. This, from what I read, is don't worry. I know the box is a little bit crushed and stuff, but that's fine. Everything's fine inside, so don't worry about that. That's fine. The box has a load of 3D CAD images of various parts of the kit. I believe that this is one of the first kits that, ship kits anyway, that used CAD drawings to used CAD to make, and slide mold technology to make the kit, the parts. And so the things like the funnels are molded as one piece with a hole down the middle, and the gun barrels on the main cannons all have holes in the end, and all these kind of little details that were not really possible on such small parts on ship kits before. So things like posable rudder, nice thin to scale propellers, sponsons and keel on the lower hull. The deck's got camber in it, one piece lower hull. There is the bit that goes on, that's actually the waterline hull. Then you get another section obviously you can add to make it a full hull, which is probably what I'll do. Funnels, a whole load of stuff. These ones are actually pictures of the kit here, so on excellent scale. And you actually get some figures, which is quite cool. They are literally tiny. I will show you in a second. They are absolutely minuscule. So that's the box. There's a load more on the back there, but I'll not show you because everything will fall out. So let's just go through. So what do we get? First things first. In fact, I can probably sit down now. I don't have to stand so far away. Oh, didn't mean to switch the actual light off. Okay, so in this little bag thing we've got signal flags. These are apparently on a kind of sticky paper stuff, which apparently means you can fold and it will retain its shape, so you can put wind wave and stuff into the thing, which is quite cool. What we've got here: photo etch doors. The doors can be posed open or closed. You get plastic doors as well, but you can then put these metal ones on if you wish. Two preformed kind of bits of half tubing, I think, almost there, and they are for these parts here, which are like pilot on the top of the pilot house there. Another small photo etch sprue which has gun shields. What else we got? Anchor chain, ladders, the prop guards, and framing. Where are we? So there's framing here. This is all photo etch in the kit. Got clear parts for the two big searchlights. There's a big searchlight on each side, I believe. They've actually got clear parts in them. Sorry, it's because this is all in the plastic bag. And the transfer sheet behind, which is mainly walkways, water depth gate, water depth markings, and hull numbers. And this kit also includes, and I believe this is possibly because it's one of the first runs of this kit. I seem to have read that online that when they first released this kit, they said they included this extra upgrade pack of photo etch, which wouldn't be included in later on. So maybe if you buy it now, you wouldn't get this within the kit. I believe it is. What am I trying to say? I believe it is available separately now, but you now have to. You do not have to buy it separately. I'm sure it said somewhere that it was a sufficient upgrade precision. So I believe this is made by Dragon themselves, and so what you get is canvas railings. You get 3-chain railings. You get 3-chain railing, other different type of 2-bar. And you get a pre-formed part for the radar, which is cool. But you also get these little bits which you still have to stick on it, and the rod that goes through the middle. So that's to replace this bit here, which is currently molded in plastic, not too bad. This is just a leaflet. It's basically just explaining about, because this is quite a new way of doing kits apparently. So you know, this breakthrough in ship molding technology. It looks quite cool. Yeah, here's what it said. It was just one production run of this extra photo etch set. Instructions are typical Dragon. Blue bits are bits that are not needed, which is basically just the torpedo launcher. You get 2 different types. Other ships in this class had slightly different torpedo launchers. They had less tubes. So it tells you where to use the photo etch and stuff. So MA is metal parts. In this little kit here is another little bit of paper which tells you where those particular parts go, which is fine, because actually this kit doesn't include any railings and stuff, so they just all go on after. It's mainly railings, so that's fine. It's not too much of a problem. And you've got 2 paint schemes. Dazzle pattern one for 1942, and then it went for refit and stuff apparently, and then when it came back it was in just pure navy blue, which I think is the one I'll do, purely because you can buy a mask set for the Dazzle camo there, but I'm not up to painting that even with a mask set. This kit, as you see, although it's 1/350, it's a destroyer, it's not that big. So yeah, display base, which I think is going to be coming with all of Dragon's new kits. I think quite a few of their other ships that have been released since and stuff now have this, and also, as you can tell, there's multiple holes for different sizes of ships. I think this one uses 3 and 6 or something, so you know, it will be used for bigger and slide molded pedestal things. So you're not going to have any seams down there, which is quite a nice little touch. What have we got here? So we have here the full lower hull, bottom hull, with its nicely moulded sponsons, the keel, markings for where the rudder goes, and the propeller shafts, the waterline hull. It's, I don't know if you can see this. Oh, take it out. Look at that. I had already opened these. Portholes all in there. I don't know whether to open it. It's funny because actually on the box art there is no holes there. I think these are supposed to be representing the holes, which are not really that great. And there's actually no more that goes on top of here. The deck just sits on here, so actually they're not particularly well represented. So I don't know whether to bother drilling them out or not. I don't think I will. So hopefully those two will fit together. There's no flash. It's nicely molded. It's got some ribbing in it, so it's nice and strong. It's not flexed. It's straight. It doesn't sit quite flat, but when it's glued to this and put on the base, it should be fine. The deck. The deck, as you can, yeah, it's slightly cambered. Some nice details already on the deck. As you can see, it's got a slightly rough surface, which is quite nice. I don't think these had wooden decks, or if they were painted and stuff, and they didn't actually have wooden boards, so they must have had metal grip paint and stuff all over the top, hiding the wood effect. Propeller shafts and the propellers themselves and the rudder, nice and thin to scale. Capstans, I think that's what they're called, the thing where they, you loop mooring ropes around and stuff. I'm not a ship person, so I don't really know. I'll try and get this through this quite quickly, because otherwise the video will take forever to upload. I'm like 10 minutes already and just spent the entire time waving around because I can't have it. Pain in the arse filming on these. Here are the tiny little figures. That's my finger next to them, and as you can see, one of them is in 2 bits. Some of them look like they're dancing. This guy at the bottom here, he looks like he's doing Night Fever, and he looks like he's about to do the YMCA. Little dancing guys. They're quite cool. We have paint to paint now. So let's whiz through this. Sorry about this, I should be more prepared. Funnels, molded as one piece, which is quite cool. It says on the side of the box here that the funnels are provided with options of molded on ladders or photo etch ladders. I can't see any molded on ladders on these. I looked all around them, and there's no molded on ladders. There's some pipes running down the side, but they are molded separately anyway. They are still separate. Anyway, not a major thing because I'll be using the photo etch ones anyway, so it's fine. These are the only 2 kind of rails you get, and I think they're just more just full metal sides rather than actual railings as such. Parts for all the superstructure, tiny little details, tiny little bits of plastic everywhere. Yep, nicely detailed though. More superstructure parts. More funnels. Oh no. Okay, so here are the ones that I think are going to be for this kit. They do have. Okay, I didn't notice that before. So I guess those ones are possibly for another kit, because I think you can get a different one. You can actually get USS Gleaves, I think it is, as a kit, and there's slight differences between the 2. Although the same class of destroyer, there's slight differences between the actual ships. So that'll be what that is. Okay, so that's my problem. So I lied. And the other thing is, the deck here at 1/350 scale has tread plate pattern on it. That's pretty damn cool. And on here as well. That's pretty cool. Apparently, well, the Dragon claimed that that's the smallest tread pattern ever reproduced in plastic or something. So, moving on. I'm really sorry about the whole waving around, and you've spent most of the time wobbling. You probably can't even see what the hell you're looking at. More tiny little details. These are the depth charge racks from. Oh, God, Bennett, sorry about this. These are the depth charge racks for the rear. They go on here. The whaler lifeboats, and the other little ones, which have got some great detail on them. Hopefully that'll come out. I'll turn this over as well. Hopefully these will come out. Yeah, they look cracking. Nice detail. Searchlights, davits. What else have we got on here? Just lots and lots of little things. Doors. These are all the doors as well. More davits for the lifeboats. Now there's 2 sprues the same here, so I'll just show you one. These are the gun turrets. 2 fore and 2 aft. Some nice raised rivet detail and stuff on the top of this one, which is, you get 2 different gun choices. You can have ones with mantlet covers on and ones without. I don't know if there's a particular reason. It might be something to do with, if you do one version, they had mantlet covers, and when it came back from the refit, which you would then be using the second scheme, it didn't have mantlet covers, or the other way around or something. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this because it's too small, but there is holes in the end of the barrels there. Don't know if you'll be able to see that, but they are there. And the last 2 sprues are the deck guns, so all the anti-aircraft guns, the quad anti-aircraft gun, the little anti-air machine guns. This is a 5-inch gun practice breech loader, which apparently sits somewhere along the mid deck there, and I think it's basically it's like just like breech only of one of these guns, and it's so they can practice loading shells without having to actually load it into the actual gun. 5 and 4 tube torpedo launcher on the deck. This kit uses the 5 one, which I think was quite unique to this one. There is plastic gun shield, so you can make the entire kit, bar a lot of the extra ladders and stuff, in plastic. You don't actually need to use the photo etch, although there's a lot of ladder detail that you wouldn't then have going between the decks, but you can do it if you so wish. These are the little pedestals, so it's going to be great fun trying to glue these tiny little guns together. Here we've got the radar, so this is the plastic version of the photo etch bit. It's actually nicely detailed anyway, it's got the kind of mesh detail imprinted on it, but I'll use the photo etch one anyway. Excuse me. And the other one must be the rest of the radar turret. That's the rest of this, either targeting turret or radar turret or something. And here we've got formers. These are for bending the photo etch parts to the right shape, which is really cool. So there's these prop guards, which, if I can get the glare away, are quite funky shapes, and they come flat obviously, so you just literally, and there's one for each side, which is even better, so you just lay it over there flat and you just bend it down and you get the right shape. This is for bending. There's a ladder that goes up here somewhere, I think possibly on the other side, and has a bend in it, so that's for that. So that's it. Nice comprehensive kit. I've never built a ship before, but I'm really looking forward to it. So as soon as I do get round to this, which will probably not be till next year now, I will be sure to do a build log for it, and you can follow my progress. But I'm quite excited by it, and I'm really tempted to start it now, but I really shouldn't. I've got a lot of other stuff on just now, so not to mention a PhD to finish before Christmas, which is slipping away. So thanks for watching. Sorry it's been a bit wobbly, a bit out of focus. Yep, I'm still not in a position to have a camera held by a tripod. I have to hold the camera, and when you're moving stuff around, invariably it goes like this. So sorry if you've now got headaches or seasickness. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.